Oh, shoot. Nice. Okay, so we're live, officially. Officially live. So, yeah, how interesting. Let's go ahead and go through some of these settings and stuff like that. Can't really apply anything, huh? How about that? There we go. Nice! Well, alright. We're gonna be here reacting and watching the Resident Evil reveal, I guess, for Dead by Daylight. It's very intriguing. Four minutes into the show. Alright, well, I guess I'm by myself live streaming again. With some crappy internet trying to make things work and see if things can go as well as possible. So, yeah, we're relaxing. Going for it. Everything should be working audio-wise. Everything should be working in every way, shape, or form. Thankfully. And, yeah. 3 minutes left to go. Let's see what happens. Who would win RuPaul's Drag Race? I have no idea, and I really just don't care. We're all here for the same kind of content, let's be honest. We're all here for the Resident Evil chapter, that kind of reveal. So, you know, let's see what it's about. We try. Anniversary broadcast, apparently. Yo, these minutes go by so long. We're all here for the same things. It's been 87 years. Welcome, welcome, JJ. Dude, like, listen, even as I'm live streaming right now, and I like watch, my internet's just bad. It's just bad. My internet just got bad. That's why I don't live stream much anymore. It's just not very good. So even with like some regular latency or anything like that, it's been really difficult to try to live stream just for this main reason. Because I don't want to live stream games and have it be poor quality. But at the same time, I liked live streaming as well. So like, I wanted to be able to live stream with people and watch things. And yes, anything that you see is going off of like what the Twitch stream is. So that's what we're watching. So if this Twitch stream's quality looks bad, that's because it's likely going to be the Twitch stream. It's been 87 years. I'm excited for this. I really enjoy whenever like video games do content. I really enjoy when like video games, you know, do crossovers and stuff like that. To me, that's very fun. So the idea that like we can get like a Resident Evil chapter and Dead by Daylight is very unique. I was a big fan of the Left 4 Dead, you know, crossover with Bill, and I wish they did more of this if they decided to do licensed chapters. Because usually speaking, I actually enjoy doing. I usually enjoy whenever they do original characters, because I like to see where the creative minds go and how creative they could be with their abilities and powers and the kicks that they can come up with. However, they tend to do a lot of like movie stuff, which is fair. I mean, that's going to draw a lot of happy people. Which I'm like, listen, I think the licensed chapters are pretty cool too. But something about being like more video game oriented is just more exciting to me. So that's what I'm waiting for. But we got 20 seconds until the show starts. I'm ready for this. Because they've been definitely teasing this for a while now. So if they're going to be teasing this, I want to see what it's all about. Alright, here we go. 5 seconds. Time to mute this. Time to unmute the stream. Oh, we get a trailer! We get a trailer! Oh, that's a broadcast. Okay. That mean... Oh, we do get a trailer! Let's go! Oh, come on. Let's see it. Or is this just the introduction? Oh, I thought they were going to give us a trailer. Why'd you... Are you serious, devs? I actually thought they were going to give us the trailer off the start. I'm like, there's no way. Alright, a lot of stuff happening on screen. Is this for volume? This is max. It's not that loud for max. Alright, we got the twins, the trickster, of course. We don't talk about the twins if we don't talk about the trickster, because apparently they can't make the trickster any better. Yo, we don't. Who cares about this? Come on, get to the good stuff. I wish companies did that more often, where they decide to just condense everything in the shortest, most interesting way possible. But they always want to put on like these weird shows like this, which I guess cater to a lot of fans. For me, I just want to get to the good stuff. Oh my gosh, not Matthew.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our 5th year celebration.
Yo, what do you want, dude?
How crazy is that? A
5th year.
huge thank
5
you
years.
to our fans, the people who've been with us.
Look at all this money
for
they
years,
spent on this set.
5 years of going
They've
from
become so corporate.
humble beginnings to 5 years down the line being re-reviewed by the likes of IGN and GameSpot.
Nobody cares about IGN or
9 out
GameSpot.
of 10 by being the greatest asymmetrical multiplayer out there. 5 years from our humble beginnings to today. A huge welcome to our old friends who've been with us for so long. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being with us and supporting us. And to all of our new friends out there, people who might be joining us for the first time, welcome. Grab a log by the campfire and enjoy the show.
Why this be a whole show, though? Just give us the new content. We have to wait another 15 minutes for the Resident Evil chapter reveal. You gotta be joking me. So we're gonna be talking about 5 years of Dead by Daylight for the next 15 minutes. That's the game plan, I guess.
Now join me on a stroll down memory lane.
We tried.
Behavior's been making games for about 30 years now, mostly for other people. Licenses and other publishers and developers. But all of us on the team, we have our own stories we want to tell.
This is all
And one of those
pre-recorded
stories
too.
that we've been wanting to tell for a long time is the story of this fantasy, being a villain in a horror movie. Way back when, a decade or so ago, people were telling us horror doesn't sell. I mean, unless you're like the big ones, like Silent Hill or Resident Evil.
Aha!
Really,
got a
don't
reference to
even
Resident Evil there.
So we tried. We didn't give up. We released one as a comedic twist on this called Naughty Bear. If you don't know Naughty Bear, go check it out. It's magical. A little later on, though, we had one of our designers come up with a little prototype, a very simple hide-and-seek thing with someone trying to hide and do a thing, and someone else trying to catch them and finish the game. And it was so good. It was pure thumb candy. And we figured that by slapping on that skin of the 70s, 80s horror slasher flick, we were onto something remarkable. So we put the old band back together. We went and get Ash and Dave and Phil, and we put
61,000 viewers live on Twitch.
Special people on it. And in June of 2016, Dead by Daylight came to be.
True.
One of the first key moments for us happened just a little before launch.
A little
So the
before
first
launch,
Halloween,
okay.
before launch, we showed it internally to the rest of the behavior people. I remember we put the killer on the big screen and we put the survivors in a different room and we had people play the game and there was a lot of excitement and it was really cool. And then we put the survivor on the big screen and people went a little nuts and we saw the crowd really gather and root for the little guy to survive. And
Okay.
we realized at that point that not
Are they
only
gonna
was
just
Dead
tell
by
the whole
Daylight gonna be
story
a great
behind
game,
this game?
but it was going to make for an amazing show. And it led to us developing a close and really rewarding relationship with our content creators around the world. They helped make Dead by Daylight the success that it is
True.
today.
Give us
And
credit for it.
It
Well, not
really
me, but give like
feels
all the other people
satisfying
credit
to
for
be
it.
able to say that today we've made some good friends because of that.
Content
The
creators
next
definitely carry
Halloween,
video games.
after launch,
We can literally make
when
or
we
break video
added
games. Among
Michael
us all
Myers
this.
and Laurie Strode to the game from the original
Okay, I saw
1978
this.
movie Halloween. At first, you know, we shipped the game with 2 killers and 4 survivors. Today, now, 5 years down
Wait,
the
did he
line,
misspoke?
it's
'Cause the caption said
24
3 killers.
and 27 survivors. We've managed to build a world that is so rich, so deep, dripping with story. So that
Dripping with story.
all of these other legends of horror, those iconic characters from all different medias, were able to come into the game and our
What
own
is this? Why
original
did I even
content
subscribe? Who
can
are you?
stand
I don't know.
proudly side by
Hello.
side with the likes of Freddy Krueger,
I'm just watching the live stream.
Ghostface. Today, we're very proud to say that Dead by Daylight is now the Hall of Fame of horror.
Hall of
One
Fame
thing
for,
that
I
may
mean, I
have
guess for
taken us
multiplayer
by
horror. I
surprise
can
a
say
little
that's
bit
true.
is the depth of passion that our fans have shown us around the world. I am lucky enough that I was part of the delegation that was sent to meet people and to represent Dead by Daylight around the world, and we've met some crazy passionate fans out there, and thank you for that. I have seen firsthand
Dead
the
by Daylight
love,
definitely
the
easily has like
support,
one of the best,
the
most loyal
passion that unites people
community. Like
from
for how like
everywhere
arguably
around the
toxic it
world
could be at times.
with that crazy
The
game.
fans
that we
really, really would go out their way to really do
One
well
of
with
the
the
things I think
cosplays.
that led to that is
and everything else
probably our
regarding this
creative
game. Like,
team's
they actually do a pretty good
talent
job.
and skill and
There's a
the
lot of dedicated
dedication
fans
of
to
their
this game.
research to try to find
Tons of passion.
universal bits of horror. And whether they get inspired by the folklore or mythology that lives under your bed, it still shows that what scares you can scare anybody else. Horror and fear are universal, and it brings people together. And that is kind of magical. Now, after all these years, the team has grown close together. And the people around the game, we're now over 300 people at Behavior working on this. There's people all around the world.
300
that
people
are
working on
our
this?
collaborators, our partners.
Didn't they start at like
we've made
30
more
some?
friends
And then they were.
and,
I remember they were announcing
know,
that they got like 70 some
partners
people
than I
around.
can count.
The 1 year.
We've also had more
300
inside
people on
jokes than I
DVD?
can count. Maybe
Jesus.
one day we'll tell you what really is at the bottom of that campfire. Maybe one day we'll explain why the jar of salty lips. And maybe you'll learn who is Jean-Marc Nelly.
Oh wait, are they going to do this every
In the
year
meantime,
now?
since
It's just
I
like
have an
describe,
opportunity here, I would like to address something.
describe like the history of the game.
At PAX a couple of years ago, I think it was in 2017, a journalist asked me about the state of the game, and they asked me about the team.
Did a
And,
pretty good
I
job so
answered
far.
them. Well, we were having some technical difficulties at the time. It was a bit of a rough patch, I won't lie. But I answered them saying that I
Yeah.
thought we had done a pretty good job.
Pretty
so
good
far.
job so far.
And for some reason, these words stuck. People started using them willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
They started attaching these words to many, many things.
Like bugs and broken
you know what?
aspects of the game, yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Willy nilly.
I
Sure.
Love this team.
I
and
find
I
it
love
funny.
the work, the skill, the passion that has gone into it. I love this game. And if someone was to ask me again the same question, I do believe I would tell them again.
Oh no.
I think we've done a pretty good job so far.
he plays into that pretty good job so far meme every time. Every year,
The
every
choices you
anniversary
make
stream.
as you travel into the fog are of the utmost importance. Now you go. Make that choice.
What is this? 1 or 2? What? What are people spamming the chat 1 or 2?
Type the number 1. or the
Oh,
number 2
shoot!
into the chat.
Oh, I'm not signed in. This is incognito mode. So, I mean... Hey, look at that! Is this like gonna... Are they gonna decide what they show us or something? Like, that'd be pretty cool. Arguably.
Make your whispers heard, and you will be rewarded.
Ugh, don't whisper in my ear like that. What's up, Tusk? Internet sucks, dropping a lot of frames. Stream probably looks like garbage, but you know what? We're just having fun for a little bit. Because I have nothing else to do. Well, you think we're actually going to participate and like, pay attention to any classes? Nah, so. We're going to see what's going on with this live stream. Resident Evil Chapter Reveal, 7.5 minutes. Don't tell me they're going to sit here for 7 minutes. People like option 2. Ooh. Wait. A code for 10th Rift Fragments? Are you serious? Is that for only one person to claim? Or is that for everybody to claim? Because if that's for one person to claim. Like, who cares about 10 Rift Fragments? That means nothing. That's one tier. Like, okay. Nice, I guess. They know how grindy their archives and rip pass system is. Their idea of trying to make it better is just going to put some codes into a live stream. That kind of feels like a slap in the face, but we're good. Oh no, this is funny. So,
hey,
my brother
fan,
actually got me a
Darren
jacket.
Bowsman here, director of the
DVD.
previous Saw films and the
Sweatshirt.
all-new Spiral from the Book of Saw in
And
theater
I think for the
right
most part,
now.
they're
I just want to take a moment and celebrate
my
with
phone
everyone
died,
the
I missed anything
5-year
interesting.
anniversary
Not yet.
for Dead
Not
by
yet.
Daylight. Congratulations.
The
to the
interesting stuff
Behavior
happens
team.
in 6.5
You're
minutes.
all
We're
incredibly
waiting
happy
for
that
it.
Saw gets to be part of your legacy. The game continues. Cheers.
Well, you're behind Saw, the pig? Is that what he said? Dang, look at all those fog whispers. All these content creators. Come on, these 6 minutes need to pass.
YouTube の方で
Oh, come on, what am I watching?
ゲーム実況動画生配信をさせていただいております。日本のフォグウィスパラーの一人、柏木
Why the
ベルクラ
mask?
で、ございます。よろしくお願いします。そして視聴者の皆さんに質問で
Is this
す。
supposed to be funny? Like,
もしあなたが霧の世界に連れ去られたとしたら、儀式に何を持っていきますか？
Oh,
1、懐中電灯。2、
oh well.
医療キット。3、
I don't know if this is this guy's
そして4が
shtick.
鍵と
If he live streams or makes videos, this is like his
5
face.
周年で
This
す。
mask that goes with
デ
this.
ッ
I'm
ド
not
バ
gonna
イ
make
デイ
fun
ラ
of
イ
it,
ト
I
が
guess, but
何千本も動画を
we'll let him pass.
アップロ
We'll
ー
let
ド
him
したんで
slide.
すけども、このデッドバイデイライトと一緒に5年共に歩めたことがね、めちゃくちゃ光栄です。本当に50年。
What would you bring to a
おめでとう
trial?
ございます。
Flashlight, medkit, toolbox, or key? Easily a toolbox. I think toolbox or flashlights could be the most chosen options. And I feel like most people are going to probably pick flashlights just for the sake of trolling people.
Hey everyone, my name is Meg Turney. I'm a cosplayer and a Dead by Daylight streamer, and my question for the
Nice.
audience
Hello.
is, which cosplay would make you cross the street on Halloween night? Is it 1, the Huntress, 2, the Wraith, 3, the Clown,
Cross the
or 4,
streets.
the Doctor?
I'm just going to say the
For
Wraith.
me, definitely the Doctor. I
Why?
don't know how you would do those eyepieces, but I don't want to be anywhere near that. No, thank you.
Oh, no.
Ugh. Did you agree with me? What do you guys think? Let us know. And of
Ah,
course,
that's like
thank
a
you
forced
so
laughter.
much
Ah!
to both the Dead by Daylight
No.
community and the devs. I've been so excited to be part of this community.
Of course you're going to say that. You're a
And
fog
it's been
whisperer.
a wonderful 5 years. Happy
You
5th
get paid for playing
anniversary,
DVD.
And here's to many more.
Oh, here we go. Someone else. Whoa.
Come play the piano! Music, you know how I love music. Play the piano. Yes? Well done.
What's going on? What am I watching? I guess you're giving. Oh, fine. Hey, respect. There are.
Alright, well, if I'm gonna
shouting out
fucking be
developers
the Pyramid
and
Head, I'm
creators.
gonna play Pyramid Head.
Oh, they're streaming.
Let
Boy,
me
how many
get
people
the
now?
head
Almost
and
80,000
start.
concurrent
I still
viewers.
can't see.
Gotta do it for the check. That's absolutely true. 80,000 viewers. I'll give it respect, honestly. I'm not getting mad at it. They're shouting out some content creators. Yeah.
Hey.
How do you see through that?
If you have cocksuckers. Wait.
But this is what I'm talking about. That was actually kind of cool. We got some dedicated people in this community. Very popular.
Got hired.
Alright, about 2.5 minutes. This Survivor just came out. I didn't feel like there was any fans about it. This guy's constant. Shout out to him, I guess.
Not that.
I feel like nobody talks about the survivors anymore with these chapters. It's just the killers.
Go. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? One of you's not gonna make it out.
You guys move at the same speed, so the person. I really pick up on. Oh, well, what if that Deathslinger killed whoever just didn't win that race? That would have been pretty funny. What is going on? Huh?
Look,
Okay.
it's Romero. This is me. This is me right now.
Sure. I don't know what to do in terms of like the commentary. What am I supposed to say? Oh, now that is really cool. That was a really cool trap mask thing he's done yet.
Come here. Hey.
It's been so long since I've
God.
actually known what's happening in this game.
Back.
Listen, I feel like a lot of people feel that way. People who are not part of this community that much. Long story short, they periodically every few months add brand new killers and survivors, and that's what you're seeing.
Spirited away. Oh no.
We got some. Look at these dedicated cosplays. That's pretty sick. See, that mask is also cool for the Legion. Who's that, Julie? What's with the skin's called? 40 seconds. We're getting close. Good little reverse bear trap, of course. More cosplays. Oh yeah, this K-pop stuff. Just letting you know, Gia. This K-pop stuff is the most recent chapter. They had the K-pop chapter.
Thanks for joining my Dead by Daylight workout series. Alright, we're gonna start off with point at the killer. Point, point. Get off the couch and let's crouch. And pump, and pump. Don't be afraid. Use those legs just like before.
Okay, part of me kind of liked that, but part of me didn't like that. I kind of cringed, but kind of enjoyed it, to be fair. I like the incorporation of the animations with that little skit there. Alright. We're here. This should be it. Show us.
What is this?
Don't show us
What
the
is
reactions to this trailer. Give us an actual good trailer.
No, hold on. Oh! Oh! It's Resident Evil. It's coming to Dead by Daylight. Oh my God, bro! What? Yo!
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
Yo!
A lot of people have that reaction.
Yo!
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yo! Fuck out of here. Yo! No!
We
No! I
hello?
don't even care. I don't even care about nothing else in the stream. Resident Evil is coming to fucking Dead by Daylight. I don't care.
Why
about
are we
shit
playing
else
this
in
so much? It's
Nah,
83,000. You said that.
Nah.
Hey, they said that reveal was
No.
happening now. So show us reveal. Saw girls fawning over that one K-pop character in the game on Twitter. Absolutely. Are they really going to show us reactions? This stuff makes me impatient and a little bit frustrated because they literally just said Resident Evil reveal. So show us reveal the chapter. Wait, I wonder if we're gonna get a PTB today. Ooh, we got a PTB today. I might have to hop on that and make a video immediately. She crying? How? Okay. It's a licensed DLC, but I mean,
DVD
listen,
chapter
you're that big
win.
of a
I'm
fan.
telling you, the fucking 5-year anniversary. Hello.
The funny part is this chapter doesn't really show anything. Like that trailer didn't show much. You had to wait for the logo itself.
On behalf of everybody here at Behavior.
Okay, yeah, we get it. Yeah, cry. Okay. Cauliflower. All right. Okay.
You're fucking shitting me, right? You're like, that's not real. This isn't actually happening, right?
Okay, this reaction's fake. I'm calling it out now.
Why? No.
If I'm not mistaken,
I knew it.
now, hold on. This reaction has to be fake. I could be wrong. Maybe I am completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure Fog Whisperers get contacted about this information before it comes out. That's why they're some of the first ones to actually know about it, and actually be able to test it and play it and record videos and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they already get like special access to this information. So these reactions are a little bit like
Resident Evil.
If I'm not mistaken, a little bit manufactured because the people already know about
June
this.
2021.
The Fog Whisperers already know this stuff. They get contacted apparently. I think. I could have sworn I heard about that a while ago. But that's what happens, that they get special access to this information. But you know, because they're a Fog Whisperer, I think they're under like some sort of NDA or whatever. They don't say anything. All right, here we go. Trailer. Let's see it. Okay, so it's gonna be Resident Evil 2 or 3 with Leon or Jill. Meg? Why is Megan there? Whoa! Oh, it's Nemesis! Oh, no way! Nemesis? Oh, Jill and Leon, okay? You're telling, okay, Jill and Leon, with Nemesis as a killer, June 15th. Which might mean we get PTP today.
Hey you.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us today for this very special celebration.
I'm actually
so
pumped for
and
that.
Happy to finally be able to reveal
Nemesis and Dead by Daylight. He's gonna be tall.
And be part of the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil.
So what's his power gonna be? He's gonna be like
As you
using
may
his
know,
tentacles?
the team's been hard at work on the graphical rework over the last year.
True.
That's why we couldn't add any new map to the game.
Please add a new
That's
map.
going to change with the Resident
Yes!
Evil chapter. So on the chapter release, you'll
Yeah.
be able to visit
Yeah.
the Raccoon City Police Department.
No way! Okay. Show us. Okay, that's interesting. But can we get more to Nexigate? Ooh! The police department, so the indoor building. Oh, it's gonna be an indoor map? Oh, wait, hold on. We might have to hold our horses a little bit. Not another indoor map. This could be cool for like the first few days. It might be frustrating. No way, though. Nemesis chasing us through this map? Wow. Dang. I remember these parts from the Resident Evil 2 playthrough. Well, I didn't make playthrough, but I've seen playthroughs of that. Wait, but why wouldn't... Wait, the Resident Evil 3 remake, did that incorporate this police building? I think it did a little bit. But, like, normally I would think Mr. X would be here for this. So, Nemesis, Leon, and Jill. I'm going to be playing Jill definitely as a survivor. Definitely, I'm playing Jill definitely as a survivor. But you're going to see a lot of Leon mains and Jill mains coming out of this. For sure. Wow. I'm partially excited, but partially a little bit concerned just by the fact that, like, it's an indoor map, which indoor maps kind of suck to play on in Dead by Daylight. But this is so, like, accurate, and it's such a cool part, a cool location to bring. Welcome to the stream, Scoopy. Scoopy. Nice name. No way! Oh my gosh. I hope they have some cool Easter eggs from the series too. Like, I remember from Resident Evil 2, there was I remember they had like a part where you open up the locker and this like corpse fell out as a jump scare. That could be pretty cool if they had like that moment somewhere here as an Easter egg. Definitely looks like a big map for sure. Wow. I want to see some Nemesis content. What does Nemesis look like? Do we get a PTB today? Because it said June 15th, which I think is the launch day, right? So, and they always have like a few weeks between, you know, the PTB and the launch day. So we might get a PTB today. And if that's the case, I'm hopping on the PTB. I'm getting some footage out for sure. The outside part looks pretty cool. I wish there's a little bit more like. I wish they made the map that was more.
First of all, I have to say that
open
the
up
map
to
is
the streets and stuff
gorgeous.
of Raccoon City.
The teams put great
That could've
effort
been really
to
cool.
recreate the map from the remake of Resident Evil 2. And
Yo,
3.
how much money are they
So you'll
spending on
see
these
some
sets?
iconic locations.
This is what they're doing
such
with
as
our
the main hall,
our money.
the archive,
Our org cell
the
money, our
Stars
chapter
office,
DLC
and
money.
others in there. It's truly amazing. Like if you played the remake, you can actually navigate around the map and recognize.
Wait, they have a whole generator.
Of course,
in real
there's
life
also
right
going
behind
to
them.
be a twist in there, since the entity is doing its own nightmarish version of it. All right, let's talk about characters now.
Nice.
There is a lot of very interesting characters in the Resident Evil franchise.
Facts.
It was very difficult to choose just one survivor.
Jill's pretty
That's why
attractive.
you're getting
Hey.
2 for this chapter.
Nice.
The first one is Jill Valentine,
Yes.
the brilliant STARS agent.
Let's go.
Her unique perk will highlight her intensive training and her high adaptability in impossible situations.
Oh, we get to see some gameplay? No way. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Give us a front view. I want to see like the accuracy of like of her design. Wow, the map in action too. Oh, this is gonna be so confusing to move around this map for sure. All these like really tight corners and spaces. It feels like you have to survive. You're gonna be able to get trapped pretty easily.
The second survivor is Leon S. Kennedy.
Well, so he only get they
Leon's
get
been
one
having
perk.
the worst first day at work.
They showed us
ever.
one perk, I think,
and it's
right?
not going to be better in the realm of the entity. His unique perk are gonna highlight his
Perks,
dedication
okay.
to other, his resilience.
They're saying
and
perks.
his
I'm over thinking they're
goal-driven
gonna get like only
personality.
one perk each. Like, huh?
There's also something really special about one of his perk. It will add a new type of gameplay to Dead by Daylight.
No way, really?
With this perk, and under a certain condition, you will be able to spawn a unique item, a flashbang, inside the match.
So like a firecracker.
So that's an item you don't need to equip in your loadout before the match. It's something that you will create
A
within the
flashbang.
match you're in.
So it binds the killer, basically. Wow, look at that design. But an indoor map is going to be frustrating. There's no way people don't think it's going to be frustrating. It is really nice, yeah. The main hub session, where like the statues and stuff is, for that police station, is going to be probably my favorite part to be in, because it's the most open. Window vaults. Oh my gosh, I already like imagine how many breakable walls you're gonna have. How much of it? Wow, that's so trippy because this is Resident Evil in Dead by Daylight. So you're playing a Resident Evil game.
Okay,
in
let's
DVD.
talk about the killer now.
Yes.
Again, there's a lot of different monsters we could have used out of the Resident Evil franchise.
But yeah, Nemesis
we
has
chose
has
the
a
classic
slime
tyrant, the Nemesis.
because he has you can make an ability out of that.
The Nemesis
yeah.
power is called T-Virus. With his special tentacle attack, the Nemesis is able to infect survivors. Infected survivors are going to be sick. They will cough, they will vomit, so they're going to be easier to spot. And they also become vulnerable to the next tentacle attack.
Tentacle attack.
which
Yeah,
will
because he's
not
the only
infect
one
them,
that
but
made the
will
most sense,
damage
I
them
guess.
instead.
Because Jack Baker and
For each
like
infected
Mr. X
survivor,
didn't have
the Nemesis power grows,
specific things to do
and his
that.
tentacle gain more reach.
Can you take
so
it to
he'll
the
be able
camera
to
fire?
attack over pallets, over
I want
vaults,
to add it in
and in
my
some
item
tricky
collection.
places on the maps. But there's a way to get out of this infection for survivors.
Oh.
There are some vaccines around the map that can be used to get out of this infection.
Infections and vaccines.
But there is a limited quantity, so make sure that you absolutely need it before taking
Limited
it.
quantity.
The Nemesis unique perks will make you feel like an unstoppable hunter.
I hope he's way
that can
better than the
use
Trickster.
both
We need a
brains
killer
and
that can
brawn
actually
to cause
compete
panic
this time.
amongst the survivor ranks. On top of that, for the first time ever, this killer is assisted by AI characters.
No way!
So we are adding zombies to the maps when you are facing the Nemesis.
No way!
Zombies are
Mad
patrolling
zombies?
the area and survivors need to be careful of both Nemesis and
No
Dead so that they don't
way.
get bitten and infected by the zombies.
Yo, no way! This is so sick! Wait, show us more! Developers, look behind you. Let us see the killer, please! What's his ability looking like? Oh, he has his fist out! Alright, so he can tentacle slash you. And the blue mist that comes out! Yo! Show us the animation for that. Smash him right through it. Oh, that tentacle looks OP if we can go over stuff like that. And he's so tall. Wait, does all you have to do is just hit you twice with that? Wait, look, see, now you got hit and they're not damaged. Wait, I'm a little confused. How does the power work? I don't think I injured them. I'm confused. Can we see what the punch looks like when you hit them? There we go. Oh, that does not look very satisfying. That looks very stubby. Alright, so you get hit and you get infected. There's whole zombies in this game. Dude, this is gonna be so scary. Oh my gosh. I'm actually gonna have something to be interested in. Yo, I want to see more content of the zombies. How do they function? So they injure you or something? So you can kill them by stunning them. Can you flashlight kill them? Because I think that's what they were doing before. Don't tell me this out. Wow! Look at all these character models for them. Nemesis can kill his own. He can kill his own zombies. That's hilarious. Why are you killing your own zombies, Nemesis?
That's it. That's the content of the Resident Evil chapter. So I hope that you are as excited as we are to see the Resident Evil content.
Oh, I
inside
am.
Dead by Daylight.
That's really cool.
I sure am. I mean,
It's a
this
waste of a
has
palette,
been
true.
a dream come true. I played these games so much.
But the
I still
idea is
have
that the zombies can
original copy
injure
of
you.
Resident Evil 2 from my teens. So you'll be able to experience this chapter in the PTB.
Oh!
It will be right after this event.
Right after the
And
event.
it will also come out June 15th.
No, oh,
So
well,
mark your calendar.
hey, we all know where we're going
So
afterwards.
I just want to
guess.
finish by saying thank you to all of our community for staying around with us and having fun with us. And I wish you an happy 5th anniversary.
Happy 5th anniversary. Wow, that was really cool. See, that's the content we've been waiting for all this time. I didn't want to see like no streamers pop up my screen. I didn't want to wait these 20 minutes, 30 minutes just to get into this
Well,
content.
I'm so pleased to be with you, Justine, today to talk about this part of the broadcast on the roadmap for Dead by Daylight for Year 6.
So we never get a
so we're going
roadmap.
to present the
Okay.
new DLC and the new maps for next year. We're also going to talk about the 4 tomes for the archive that are coming next. And we will finish
Tomes
with
for
the
the
4
archives.
killer
Yeah,
of Dead
you're
by
grinding the
Daylight
archives, and you
and
guys
all the
don't bother
features that
making it
comes along
easier.
with them. We're starting very high as well this year with a unique and incredible license. I'm so pleased to work on Resident Evil, and we can't wait to see that DLC out
Yo,
and see the
the
player
Trickster and the
having fun with
K-pop,
us.
all kill chapter, that got left
obviously I
behind.
cannot say
Everybody forgot
anything
about that.
the other DLC.
Everybody seemed to have forgotten
That's
about the
okay.
twins.
It's fine. We'll
Nobody
spill the
plays
beans at
cares
a later
about those
date for
chapters
sure.
anymore.
But something that I can say is we are going to release a total of 4 killer, 5 and not 4 survivors, and also 2 new maps.
I think that's going to be really cool. I think
5 survivors, 2 new maps.
all of this is going to be some pretty exciting content for all of our players.
2 maps this year, okay.
Because there's not only that. I mean, we've also, like you said, we've got 4 tomes. Our players now expect us to have 1 new tome every mid-chapter with a new survivor story, a new killer story, a story about the observer. And we want to keep on telling these as time goes on.
Make the
more we play
grind
characters we
less,
create, the more
please.
stories that
The
we have
grind
to
is
tell.
DVD for
You
this.
wanna know
Earth
more
Pass,
about
it's
this
insane.
grind.
Exactly, and like we've got some ways to tell this that I think we haven't even been able to show yet. So I'm really curious to see what we can actually do and how the players react to everything. Because the lore in Dead by Daylight it's rich, and we just want to be able to show as much of it as we can. And we also have all the events that we want to be doing. We have an upcoming anniversary event that actually, if the players stick around, they're going to see more about that later. I'll be coming back. We have our Halloween event that is always so much fun to do. Always a lot of work, but absolutely worth it.
It's only worth it if you don't charge us for every skin and let's actually grind for like a Halloween outfit.
I believe it was a blog post.
But they're trying to like squeeze money out of our
always
pockets
going to
every chance
focus
they
on
get.
these
But,
events as the big ones
the
during
events
the year
can be
because
cool, yeah.
We want them always to be big. These are the moments for our community where we want them to celebrate together and realize that look, this is Dead by Daylight.
Give us content to earn.
This year is going to be
not put it all behind the paywall.
I think we're going to deliver on a really big anniversary, a really amazing Halloween event that's coming.
Oh, nice.
And that doesn't mean we're ignoring any of the other smaller ones. We still want to do something for winter. We want to do something for lunar.
Just blood points, logging for blood points,
on
something
a
to
smaller scale, but it's still going to be a great reason to come back into the game and enjoy DBD. So, after all that, I think it's really worth looking at what we actually have coming in year 6 with our pillars.
So we have 4 pillars that
Four
help us to create the roadmap for Dead by Daylight. The first one is the first step into the fog. This is all the features that are here for the first moment you enter into the game as a player.
Interesting.
Then the second one is the game house. Game house is really important for us. It's really everything that is optimization, bug fix, and stabilization.
Oh my gosh, I think that's the least important aspect of the game. They just want to monetize everybody.
And this is a work of visual update that we're starting to.
They don't really care about bug fixing the game. Let's be honest.
And the final one is live design.
Yeah, I think all that stuff is super interesting for us to be going into and to even like dive in further so everyone knows what's going on. For the first steps into the fog, we know like with Resident Evil, tons of new players are going to be coming into this game.
True.
If I was a Resident Evil fan that hadn't heard of Dead by Daylight, I know I'm going to be checking it out.
True.
So we've really taken a look at our entire.
I mean, what's the numbers right now? 70K. But I wanted to know what it was at for the Resident Evil part.
And
they probably had like 80, 90K. I wouldn't be surprised if they got to 100K.
DBD, honestly, it's a very complex game. We know we don't do necessarily the best job of teaching people, but I think we've made a great.
Yeah, because you guys have tons of microtransactions.
And the first
you
step to
confuse
that
players.
is by reworking the tutorial itself.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
So from the moment that player actually steps into the game, we're gonna really guide them through. This is what you need to learn. Then we actually have some bot matches for you to play.
Oh, so they're gonna add bot matches.
Brand new, and I think it's gonna be a very nice, safe way for players.
Makes sense. They added bots to Dead by Daylight Mobile, so it's only a matter of time before they came into PC
as you go along the entire thing. On top of that, we're looking at other things that have been, like barriers, I would say, for players getting even deeper into the game.
Your extensive grind.
Matchmaking being
too long. Okay, yeah, true. Matchmaking sucks.
So we're trying to find ways.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's it's not easy. I think you can say.
Yeah.
So what we're really looking into is ways to incentivize players to maybe play a role that has like less weight or more of a need at that current point in time. If maybe you're a killer player, but we need more survivors at that time, then we'll offer you some incentive to actually go play that. On top of all that, I mean, we're constantly working on the matchmaking in the background, trying to find ways to optimize it to get you into matches faster. And the more matches you play, I think the more that you'll actually experience, sadly, with any live game, some toxicity. What we're actually working on for this is the auto ban feature.
An auto ban feature.
So at the end of every match, in the tally screen, there's this option where you can report a player for some negative behavior, applaud them for doing something well. And right now, this
community is going to report everybody
team that is looking over it, manually. What we're doing with this change is this is going into an automated system. If players receive a certain amount of negative reports, we are going to take action, and we're going to let you know that your report is actually having an effect on this, and we're going to thank you for it.
No!
All of this is really great for our players.
I'm not toxic, but people get really triggered in Dead by Daylight.
Some things in Dead by Daylight.
So if everybody just starts reporting each other,
that's going to change.
Then people get banned.
Nice. That's a big improvement.
I think so. I mean, even not everyone at our office is super great in English.
True.
People around the world. We're spreading more community
French
managers
company.
around the world to create more communities where you can engage with. It's just as important that we do this in our game as well. So as soon as you start the game, you have your language available to you.
We'll finally have the news in French. That's cool.
The next step after that is really making sure that we stomp as many bugs as possible in our game, and we take a look at game health.
You guys, they don't actually care about bug fixes. They pump out chapters like it's no other.
The right balance between creating new content or maintaining and improving the existing mechanics. For the first years of Dead by Daylight, we put more time and resources into creating new content because the goal was to create a rich and deep experience for the players. But now, recently, we've adjusted our roadmap because we have a lot of content that we need to support.
True.
And we've decided to improving what we have mostly.
Yeah, so
I
can you
think
do
that's
that without
really-
pumping
a
new
really
chapters
important
every 2
thing that's-
seconds? Like go back
it's
and
good that
really
we're
balance
taking
everything
time
else.
for it,
Bug fixes.
because a lot of our earlier content, I think it was great to bring everyone together. But eventually, there's kind of a maintenance cost. You need to make sure all this new content is working together properly.
Exactly.
and
Make it
there's no
function
issues going
properly.
on.
So we have 2 ways of doing it. The first one is really looking at the game and see what we can do to improve it in terms of stabilization, optimization, gameplay fixes as well.
It
but also
desperately
making
needs
the
it.
less- the
Desperately
game
needs
less
it.
exploitable.
It
So
does-
that's
it
a
desperately
chunk of
needs
things.
that, unfortunately.
But on the other hand, there is something that we need to take care of.
What's
We
that?
need to look at our internal processes and make sure that internally we can also improve as well as the game.
Sure,
And for
I
that,
guess.
as an example, we've decided recently to migrate the user interface of the game to a technology that is called UMG. It's the UI manager of
Okay.
Unreal.
Sure.
And
Fine,
the
fine,
idea
fine.
here is to stop working on outdated technology, and we take this opportunity to redo all our screens, to also make them more performant, more modern, so we can have more features as well. In the
Yeah.
future.
Okay,
I think that's
that's
gonna be
pretty
great
good.
just because
That's pretty solid.
once that's
I think
done,
it's a good
every
idea.
screen is going to feel fresher, and it's going to allow us to do so many more things. And I mean, speaking as a product manager, I'm pretty excited for what
I'm
new
sure
things
you
we
are.
can actually bring into the game.
The
Obviously,
product
it's,
manager will
it's a
manage your
long-term
archive
process.
system.
We need to keep the effort
Make it less
on
grindy.
the stabilization, on the new technology things. But we hope that in the next releases that will be out for year 6, you will be able, as a player, to see more stabilization and only concentrate on the fun for the game.
Nice.
And talking
But
about
they make a lot of
keeping
promises, and they
and
want to keep
maintaining
those
what is
promises,
already
so I'm not
there,
really getting my hopes up
what
for
are
that.
coming up next for the visual updates and the Realm Beyond?
True.
Realm Beyond, I think
With
this
the
is
Red
something that a
Forest,
lot
we
of
have all
our
these other
players were
maps
really
still.
excited about when they heard about it a year ago or so when we started. It feels like it's been an eternity. This is really the project of overhauling everything in DBD to bring it to the level of all of the current content. Because it's been around for 5 years, right? And let's
Sure.
just say, Dwight needs a fresh coat of paint. Him and the others and then all the maps and everything, they've been around for quite some time. I think they need to be shown some love.
For the old look of the game.
Old animations, rework.
I really
maybe
missed
adding in
the
new
old
ones,
aesthetic of the
to
game.
make something make more sense.
And it
like
was
repairing a
constantly update and
generator,
change things. And
it used to be the same animation no
It's a
matter
little
where
bit
you are.
sad.
Now every side is something new, and that was something really cool and immersive.
It feels more realistic. Like you can
feels
believe
great.
it, actually.
Like you might be a little bit more immersed and forget the killer is coming to get you, but I think that's the point. So on top of all of this, we're starting to look at some survivor reworks. So I think we've already shown off a few of them,
I think
but
they have, yeah.
a lot of our newer survivors are very
But they
highly
don't
detailed,
really
and we
look
wanted to take the
different.
time to revisit some other ones and rework them a bit. We're aiming to really make them recognizable, but allow more flexibility with the actual visuals and just more detail overall. So on your current gen systems, it doesn't look like you're playing something from a few gens ago. Not that I'm talking
Wow,
about gens.
they I guess they really took that to
So
heart
this
when
is all
people
the
said
kind
that
of
their
stuff
game
that we're
looks
actually
old.
going to be going over.
I didn't think it
just
looked though.
after
I
this
thought
in
the
the
game
Realm
looked
Beyond
good
segment.
for what it was. I always
And I think
enjoyed the
there's gonna
graphic
be a lot
art
of
style of
really
Dead by
interesting
Daylight.
stuff that they can cover because we're not
But they
done
took
yet.
those comments to
On
heart
top
to
of
kind of
all of that,
overhauling our entire game.
One more thing that I don't think we ever stop with is just our live design and constantly tweaking it.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like
wow.
As we do for the game house and for the Realm Beyond, keeping and maintaining what we have, making it better, improving it. The gameplay will just follow the same rule this year. So basically, we're taking the core mechanics that we have, and we're going to make them better, to change them, to tweak them, redesign them. The idea behind this is you have been a player for a long time, for several years now. I'm sure of that.
Definitely a few.
Yeah, we want to keep you interested. We want you to connect to Dead by Daylight and just say, okay, I'm going to play something different tonight. I'm going to discover something.
All right, well, I've been playing
and
for
it's
many,
going to
many
be
years,
exciting.
so give me a reason to
Exciting.
come back,
And,
please.
this is what we're looking for
Give
with
me more
changing
reason to
the
play.
mechanics that are already there.
So all you guys wanna
want
do is just do generators
for
all
such
the
a long time. It's time that we put some love on them.
So what? Make adjustments to
I'm not going
objectives.
to enter into the details right now because Matthew Spriggan is going to do it way more better than me.
I think that's totally fair. There's
That's one of the more
honestly, whenever I
disappointing things
look
about
at
Dead
some
by
of
Daylight
the-
is that like their
the
objectives
notes,
could
some
be
of the
used,
design
could use some
changes,
work.
it really gets
A lot of their
into it, and I know
objectives
our
and
very
mechanics in the
engaged
game
fans
revolve around
are,
the same controls
you know,
and the same
they're reading
mechanics.
every little bit.
And I just
and
wish they would
it's
expand
amazing the
and
things
add
that
more
we can
like
do to keep
game
all
modes
these characters
in
and elements
rotation for
feeling fresh.
DRNG.
That's the
So you're not
the
just
core
doing
of
generators
DBD,
all the
right?
time.
It's getting to match. You don't know what you're going to find, but we want to make sure that you have a good time.
Exactly.
I think that's really just to sum up all the pillars quite nicely, I'd say.
So give us more objectives, please.
So we've got
That'd be
tons
really
of
cool.
segments coming, and I mean, stay tuned for all this to hear more about the Realm Beyond, about live design, community, everything. You know, stay tuned for the entire broadcast. We're happy to have you here.
Cool. I really like that set piece. I know they spent a lot of money on that for sure. I don't want to do another questionnaire or this thing.
The choices you make as you travel into the fog are of the utmost importance. Now go and make that choice.
Okay, well, here we go. People are gonna go for number 1 this time, I'm sure. Because a lot of people picked number 2 before. Oh, these are just codes.
Type either number 1 or number 2 into the chat.
For like fragments, probably maybe they're gonna get rid of some cosmetics or blood points. Probably blood points. The codes that they were giving out just made it seem like only one person could actually
Make
claim
your
it.
whispers heard, and you will be rewarded.
65,000 people are still in this live stream right now. Alright, let's see it. What's your next singular code gonna be? You're probably gonna get rid. I wouldn't be surprised if they give out like a whole chapter code for somebody else who wants it. Cause I don't think all the codes they handed out were for everybody. Because otherwise they would give you like a code that you could put like in the item shop. Yeah, blood points. See, this kind of code makes me think it's only for like one person. Unless this is what you're supposed to type in the item shop, but that'd be really weird because normally they just do like words or something. You could just you could copy and just type. All right, next content, please. Thank you, developers. Move on. Okay, we're gonna spend a lot of time on this. How long is this stream going to be? Are they going to go on for like hours? Oh my gosh. Nice one. Yeah, we know you got some sponsorships. You're working with other companies, so let's keep it okay. Keep it moving forward. I know a lot of people are definitely going to be upset because you watch the speculation videos and a lot of people are looking at the number 5.
My name is Kayla. You might know me as Cauliflower. My question for the audience
Resident Evil 8,
is
so.
which map animal is just begging for some
I'm sure people are
in-depth
disappointed
lore?
because they probably want one of the mistresses
Is it Maurice?
to be like a villain.
Is
or
it
killer.
Mr. Moo Moo, the cow in Larry's, the hospital bed? You might not even know that there's a cow in the hospital bed. Or is it Wingy McFlapflaps from Dead Dog Saloon? Personally, I'm gonna have to go with Moo Moo. It's a cow in a hospital bed. I need to know more.
No, you don't. You don't actually
While
care.
I'm here, I just want to
You
give
don't
a little
actually-
shout out to my
you don't
community, my
actually
Dragon
care.
Army. Thank you guys so much for supporting me over these years with my Dead by Daylight content. And thank you to the devs for creating a game that has so much staying power, has so many incredible licenses. You guys have done some crazy, amazing things. So thank you, because I've been able to base my career on that, and it's been huge. So thank you. Congrats on 5 years.
I don't know.
And here's
Am I
to
the
5
only one
more.
that doesn't like these kinds of segments? I don't like it because to me it just comes across disingenuous. And it's not to suggest that like these creators aren't appreciative. I'm sure they are appreciative of the careers that they got out of this game.
Question for everyone. If you had the choice
What in the world?
chocolate or vanilla escape cake, what one would you want? For me, I feel like I would
Anyways,
want
it comes across a little bit disingenuous because like you feel like they're faking their facial expressions, their tone of voice, the way that they like express these things. It feels so scripted.
Yeah, me too now.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Alright, enough
It's one thing if you're on your stream and you take the moment to
Also
pause and you
wanna
actually like
thank
take the time to thank your
all
community and
the
stuff like that. But it's
team
another thing
now
altogether when
and
you're just
the
kind of like
Denmark
repeating stuff like
Denmark
that.
community for being so awesome to me.
Vanilla?
For
You want
all
vanilla?
the years of playing, streaming, and hanging out with them.
I'd probably choose vanilla too.
I really hope everyone has an amazing 5-year anniversary.
Thank you,
And
Poppers. Appreciate it.
remember, if you're comfy, you're winning. Have a lovely day.
Aw. See, that felt a little bit more genuine. I'll give it. Okay. Sure. He seemed like very excited.
Hey
to be
everyone,
there.
I'm the King, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, I have a question for you guys in the Twitch poll chat, and that question is, what noise does the Wraith's bell make? Is it
Uh-oh.
bing bong, ding dong, or cling clong?
Oh,
I also
gosh,
want to wish
this is
Dead
so
by
corny.
Daylight
Please
a
get me
happy
outta here.
5th-year anniversary. Thank you for all of the years of fun and enjoyment and bringing everybody together. Thank you to the devs for all the hard work that you've put in over the years, and shout out to our community as well. I hope you guys got your answers in and
It's
enjoy
so, like, you know,
the
see,
rest
like,
of the show.
I can't watch this and it doesn't feel genuine to me. I can't watch it. I kind of cringe at this stuff. It's one thing when you're doing like one-on-one with your community. It's another thing to like. You invite 10 million streamers over to your official channel. You go, have them say the same things like, "Thank you, developers, for your hard work and stuff," and thanks to the community. I don't like that.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yo, I don't care about these. I don't know. I said before, it's nice that they're shouting out their content creators and give them the recognition that they deserve. But I think people are here for the specific content. I don't know. I'm not too. I wish I could just fast forward or skip through some of this stuff. Oh, this was cool. I actually watched the Stranger Things show recently. I'd never seen Stranger Things before, and I actually went through and binged through all 4 seasons. Was it 4 seasons? No, 3 seasons. They're gonna come up with the 4th season, I think, in 2021. But I binge watched all 3 of the seasons, and Stranger Things is a really, really, really good show. I recommend it to anybody who wanted to watch it. Like, I was genuinely surprised how much I actually enjoyed Stranger Things as a show. Alright, here we go. More content creators.
Holy fuck, dude.
Okay, nice. Good job.
Oh my god!
Shout out to all the content creators. If any of these people
I didn't know you were
pique
here.
anybody's interest, you might be popping in and out of the stream. Hey, I recommend go watching them.
Why were you here?
Show some people some love. But it's not like I'm not necessarily big myself in terms of channel size, so whatever. Update the graphics, okay. A reminder of the graphic updates. Interesting stuff. So what all the maps that they have like the Red Forest maps to graphically update. What other maps do they have that they haven't touched yet? Okay, for some reason I can't think of them. But for the most part they've been updated. Right? I think. Because it's not like we've gotten new maps as of recently. And all these other maps have been updated, so I think we should get the Red Forest soon. That would make the most sense to me, like the next step. Dead by Daylight. I'm ready to see more character models get some graphical updates. Because right now they do kind of feel a little bit out of place because you can tell there's a lot more detail in these maps versus the actual character models themselves. Wow, like the Doctor is the most intense graphical update right now. The lighting for the cold environment is beautiful. I really enjoyed the cold environment changes. Arguably one of my favorite ones so far. But then, like, I kind of miss the old aesthetic of these maps. Like, I miss the old look of Dead by Daylight. It's kind of sad when you update this stuff. Oh, we're back here. Makote, welcome. You're staring at the wrong camera.
The
Oh, there you
graphic
go.
update that we've been doing the last few months, and we've talked a little bit about it as the Realm Beyond. To go into a little more detail, we'll talk with Phil Ivanovic, our art director, and Stéphanie Hélin, our lead level artist, about what that means. The first question I have with this, obviously everybody's question is why? Why did we decide to do this
True.
big rework, and why now?
Because of next
Really good
consoles.
question.
Woo.
I mean, the game was out for 5 years now, as we all know, and that question of a rework was always in the back of our head, but we never found the right moment to do it because of multiple reasons.
Multiple.
But with all
There's
the
multiple
console,
reasons.
the next gen console coming out, we thought it was the right moment to bring our game on par with what is being done in the gaming industry. But we never expected the success and the longevity of the game that we have right now. We are now 5 years later, and we have all the new tools, the bigger team, and I think we can achieve what we wanted to do a while back.
Okay, so we decided it's the right moment. And then what was the vision? What was our goal going into this?
The main goal with the rework was to have a more immersive experience with the player in the game. Either in the mood with the environment or the animation. You know, when somebody's repairing a gen, I think people really enjoy that because it's really, you feel like you're repairing a gen.
No,
We're
that's
always
bull
constantly
crap.
listening
Nobody
to our
actually
player,
cares about
and,
repairing gens. It's the most boring
we
part of
make
the game.
sure that we
What
don't
are you
lose
talking
the
about?
essence of our game, but at the same time pushing new boundaries.
They're only
We've
saying
been
about not losing their
super
essence and
excited
stuff
with all
because
the feedback
they're
we got,
responding to the
and
feedback
we're
of people
really
telling
looking
them to
forward
update
for
their
people
objectives
to see what we're coming
and give us more to
next
do.
for them.
So obviously that's a huge undertaking. Like that's a big project. What are some of the main issues we face doing that?
True.
So the main challenges with DBD, we all know that DBD is from, it's a game that's from 5 years ago, and it's live. So the thing is, when we try to build new environment to update those, we have old data that we're trying to rebuild, to change, and also we try to fix those performance issues, and we have the new data as well. And sometimes those data are clashing with each other, and we try to make sure that it's not happening. But it's a live game, so we have to move forward, and we can't stop.
So obviously those are big challenges, and to do that we had to go back and essentially rethink a bunch of the tools and the pipelines that we use, right?
Yes. So we took a step back, and we just realized that our pipeline was obsolete. So of course the whole team, we bring the idea of, okay, we need new tools. We need to empower those artists.
New tools
we need
to
to make
empower
sure
new
that
things.
if we want to achieve the quality that we want to achieve, we have to make the right choices. It means evolving, rethink the way that we are creating environment, and this is the whole team work. Like it's not only environment, it's animation, environment, textures,
these kinds
shading,
of streams,
lighting.
they have like interesting
It's a
stuff to
huge
tell
job.
and show and explain to us.
All right, so
but they do it the
new
most like,
tools,
boring
new
ways
pipeline.
sometimes.
What's
There's so much
what's
filler
the future
words
hold?
and
What are we
filler
gonna do
sentences.
with that?
Just give us the new
The goal
new
here
updates,
with
like the
all of these
exciting
merged
stuff.
together, it's to build atmosphere, mood, because
Sure.
after all, like DBD, it's like an horror movie.
Yep.
Kinda.
So
I mean, maybe.
We all know that DBD was more gameplay driven, but it makes sense. It's a game, but what we were lacking, it's immersion. So with all of this merged together,
True,
we're
I
trying to
guess.
bring that immersion. We had storytelling to those maps. We create like more fog, more work on the lighting. So when you experiment the game, you forget that it's a game. It's the feeling that we're trying to build.
Okay.
I think there's something really cool we're going to try to do with
that.
terrain, right?
Yes, the terrain is pretty flat in DBD right now. and
True.
With the fact that we're changing and trying to evolve in the right direction with the new visual that we're trying to bring to DBD, we're gonna add more relief to this terrain, and I think this will add a little bit of spice to the gameplay. We can change the perspective.
I've been saying this
to
forever. Like
how
the maps are kind
killer
of flat.
Or the survivor
And
play
the
the
only
map.
terrain you have is like stairs for different
and
like
we're
vertical
also
stuff.
going to be working on
hills.
character animation, right?
But like I remember Death Card had
another
like rocks
big
and all this stuff and
part
different levels
the
of
immersion is
terrain.
the, characters
and it was
and
so
their
much more
animation.
unique that way. And I was always wondering
the
why they
animation
never
team and the
attempted to do
character
that.
artist team did a super job. They're working on the bringing the texture on par with what we're doing right now, but also the animation team working on all those animation, like the interaction with the gen. Also, by doing so, with the texture and the animation, we want the player to connect even more to the personality of the player, of the character he's playing. And I mean, it's all connected
I don't really
together.
care
all
what
we're
character I'm
doing,
playing. It's just
a
not
big
personal
chunk that
problem for me.
at the end, it's the immersion. It's not just one
I don't
part.
know. I never understand why people care
work
about like
of
relating
everybody on the
specifically
team.
to characters
What
they play as.
other
but I guess
cool
people
things
do
can people
care
expect
about
to see
relatability
in
for
the
characters they
maps
play.
that we're
So I
making?
mean, that's up to
Well,
you. I guess subjective.
the old rework things. Also, we wanted to add extra details. Some that we already started, like jump scares. We did it with the Midwich map. It
True.
was pretty cool. We stayed
with the locker
faithful
thing.
with the original game, but I mean, putting it in our game was pretty cool. I think people really enjoyed it. Adding a lot of storytelling to have a bit more story to the map, not just the map. But
And what about lobbies? I know people like when we mess with the lobbies. Are we going to do that again?
yes, we're gonna keep on messing with the lobbies. I mean, it's something we've talked about in the discussion with the rework. I mean, it's super important for me and the other people on the team. It's the first thing you see when you start the game. So for us, it was important to have this first connection to what's being released, the killer. So veteran or newcomers, they immerse themselves in what's being done at the moment.
True.
Awesome. And I know that a big question that's on everybody's mind right now is, yeah, but are we going to get more maps?
True. Give us more maps.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Yes. And then you just take us to that moment of the game.
Hi.
Another one of these.
I'm Matt, design director on Dead by Daylight. I work with the creative director and the game design team to bring you guys amazing licensed and original chapters, killer updates, perk adjustments, accessibility features, and more. Our talented designers are constantly exploring new features and mechanics to keep trials fresh and fun for players. And I'm super excited about some of the things that we have planned for the future
Show us what you're
of
excited
Dead by
about.
Daylight.
Stop talking about how you
Today,
have things
I'd
that
like
you're
to talk
excited
a little
about.
bit about live design.
Just show us.
For a game that's been out for the last 5 years, live design has become an important part of our process of updating and maintaining the game, delivering new experiences, fixing exploits, improving quality of life, and generally attempting to make the game feel fairer for everybody. When it comes to live design, we're a little more reactive to what's going on in the community and in the game. So we generally base our design decisions on 3 main factors. Feedback from the community, through surveys
You guys
and
do
focus
not.
group testing.
No. They do not
the
listen to
data
feedback
and
at all.
information
If they would
that
have
we
listened to
get from the
feedback,
game
they would have made the
itself,
tricks are good. They would have made the
and of
tricks
course,
are. I mean, the twins
our
bear.
own design,
And they would
intuition,
have
and experience
worked on them
when
completely
it comes
the
to
UI
looking at the
changes.
changes we can
Plus,
make.
they would have also made the archives less
It's
grindy because
difficult
everybody's
to
been
be
complaining
entirely
about
transparent
that
about
since
what we're
forever
working on.
since the archives released.
While the teams in the design
Twitter
phase,
replies,
certain
on every social
features
media
and
replies,
mechanics
and all the forums.
Often
They don't
still
listen to
being
feedback at all.
prototyped
They
and
might do, like, really bad
play-tested
communicating
and
and
go
listening to
through
feedback.
numerous changes along the way.
So if this guy's
That
responsible
said,
for that fire,
there's
yeah,
3
fire-
things that we're super excited to share with you today.
Improve, like, come on now.
New killer updates and their associated timeframes. A
That's not
brand
true.
new
This guy
type
can't
of
even
perk
control
that we're
everything.
working
Even if he
on
was taking
for
back the
survivors.
feedback and presenting it to the
finally,
team.
a bit of a shake-up
If
to
the-
the
if the
memento
heads
mori
say no,
system.
oh well.
Over the last few years, we've made many small adjustments to our existing killers in Dead by Daylight. Some of our killers have had even more significant updates to their powers and abilities, such as the Doctor's Static Blast, the Clown's Afterpiece Antidote,
True.
and of course,
These are all
the
facts. These are all
extensive
facts.
overhaul of the notorious Freddy Krueger way back in 2019.
True.
And while we feel that there's still many small adjustments that we would like to make across the board, our main focus for Year 6 will be on addressing the newest killer that has come into the Dead by Daylight roster. Moving forward, we're hoping to review,
update and release small balance
and release
patches. Okay.
small balance patches for every new killer within the next 2 to 3 major updates after they go live. And that is, of course, on top
That
of
is
any
not a
hotfix
very
adjustments
positive
that we may make along the
roadmap
way.
for that. That
In this
could
way,
take
we can
months,
generally stick
like
to a
3
clearer
to 6
time frame
months.
that gives us enough time to review and analyze the community feedback and the game data. Soon, when players see that a new chapter is out, they'll also be able to expect some balance changes, value tweaks, and small quality of life improvements for the previous killer in that same chapter or the mid-chapter patch after.
Alright, well then why is the trickster still weak? Explain.
We're also working on a brand new type of perk,
Explain.
something that we haven't done for a while. Unlike Hex Totem perks and Obsession perks, this new type of perk is for survivors, and we're hoping that it will introduce some really fun and interesting gameplay moments
Such
for
as?
Survivor fans.
Such as?
Boon Totem
A
perks
Boon Totem!
will give a brand new interaction to survivors
It's not brand new,
standing
it's the
next
exact
to a Dull
same.
Totem in a trial.
It's the exact same interaction.
I can't go into the full
You're just holding the mouse
details
button.
about how all this works right now, but we are
Boon
very
totems.
excited about the interesting new strategies and gameplay
You just basically
that this
made
will bring
a fire
to the game.
totem blue.
Not only
You
will it
changed
give
the hue
fans
on a
something
hue
new
slider.
and interesting to play with, but it will also give us, as game designers, the opportunity to come up with creative new perks in the future. And we're looking forward to releasing the first of our Boon Totem perks in an upcoming chapter.
And-
We're also
and- okay,
looking at
okay.
revisiting
So maybe
how
not-
Moris
maybe not
are
Resident Evil
triggered
chapter,
in the
but, like-
game by killers. We've been listening to the fans and seeing the effects that they can have in the game.
People don't
and
like
despite the
Moris.
recent changes to Mori offerings, we feel that there's a less toxic way that we can approach this element of the game. And that's something that we're going to be working on in the future.
In the future? So why bring it up
Currently,
now?
A killer can play an offering that grants them the ability to eliminate a survivor from a trial by their own hands. Before the recent changes to the Mori offerings, this allowed the killer to end the game prematurely, for
yeah.
any unfortunate survivors that ended up on the receiving end.
True.
We're discussing a new approach now to triggering Moris that is no longer based on playing an offering, but rather
A
integrated
gameplay.
into the core gameplay of the trial.
Ooh.
This new feature would mean that, in effect,
Moris are in
killers
every
have
game.
to earn their Moris, rather than be granted the opportunity
By offering.
by simply playing an
Ooh,
offering.
I like that. I like that.
We're looking to
That sounds
move
cool.
away from the perception of Moris being a toxic part of the game towards something that's seen as more of a natural progression
Hey,
of
that
the
could
trial.
be pretty cool then. That could be
We're
pretty
hoping
cool
to
then.
deliver an interesting new game mechanic that not only provides new objectives and new strategic decisions, but also gives the survivors the opportunity to choose whether or not they engage with the system or ultimately deal with the consequences of that choice.
Ooh.
Again, I can't go into too
That
many
could be
details right
interesting.
now,
That could
as
be
it's still
interesting.
in the very early stages and is likely to go through many significant changes before it's ready for release. Having said
Significant
that, this
changes,
is a
okay.
feature that we, the Dead by Daylight design team, are really excited about prototyping and playtesting, and we can't wait to see your reactions once it hits live servers. As a small bonus, we're also looking to prototype an update to the key item in the game, and this would tie in directly
Okay,
with the
yeah.
Mori
If you're gonna
system
change the Mori
gameplay,
system for survivors,
so
change
look
the
out for
keys
that
for
one as well.
killers.
Well, that's it from me.
Makes sense.
We'll have more on how these elements are developing over the coming year, so keep an eye out for news and updates. And thank you for your continued support over the last 5 years. See you in the fog.
Hi friends, it's your girl Diehard Diva, and I just
Oh
want
my
to give a
gosh,
huge
okay.
congratulations
Well,
to Dead by Daylight
I'm losing my
on
patience
the 5 amazing years.
with this-
What a
with this
crazy journey
live
it's
stream.
been.
I think we got
all
to
the
see all the
new
pretty much
chapters
the
that
cool
were brought into
content.
the game, all the additions, all the
I wish
surprises
I knew what was
you've
left
given
in the
us,
live
and
stream to
also
be going
all the
over, so I know
new
when I have
players
to
that
end it or
recently
not.
joined the community. So my question to the audience is this: Are you a killer main, survivor main, or do you play both?
I play
when I first
both.
started playing Dead by Daylight years
I play
ago,
both a
I love being a killer main. But later on down the line, I actually have a lot of fun playing survivor. I like playing with friends, and it's also good to know both sides of killer and survivor. But I'll
Sure.
still be a killer main at heart. To my community in the Diva Realm,
I've
just
become
wanna
more of
say
a killer
I love
main
you
over
all
time,
so
but I used to-
freaking
I used to
much.
play
Thank you so
predominantly
much for
Survivor
all
for,
the
like, the
love and
first,
support
like,
you've given me throughout the years.
like, half my
Even
hours,
though we
basically.
can be messy and
Instead of
chaotic, we
playing,
still have a lot
Killer
of
for
fun
the
with our
second half of
fog
my
fashion
hours.
videos. The hype you've given me with my Dead by Daylight cosplays. You guys are the best. To everyone at Behavior and a part of the Dead by Daylight team, I just want to say thank you again for the 5 incredible years of all the hard work you put into the game. And here's to many more. Happy anniversary.
Alright, well, great. More awkward silence then. What do you want, Makote? Really?
What's up, everyone? This is K-pop artist Kevin.
I don't mind
Wu,
them. They're really
and
short.
I
They're really
wanna
short,
wish
like things.
Dead by Daylight a
I don't
happy
mind.
5th anniversary.
I think this person
As
was
a consultant
directly
for the All Kill
involved
chapter,
with the All Kill
my
chapter,
question
yeah.
for the viewers is, what does the trickster say in his Mori? Is it 1, welcome, good show, 2, let's go, thank you,
Nah.
or 3, go crazy, good scream? I want to thank Dead by Daylight
I
for
have no
standing
idea.
and supporting me. See you in the fog.
We shouldn't thank Dead by Daylight for the power of your killer, because, I mean, to be fair, the trickster is kind of suffering right now. Nobody plays him anymore. So all of your hard work and dedication meant nothing. I'm joking. It didn't mean nothing, but... What was his liver? Thank you? I'm confused. Oh, is that it? Oh, you're just showing like stuff. Okay. Ba ba ba. Bow, bow. So you're gonna show us the whole design of someone making a statue for you. Why is this relevant to the show? I have no idea. I have no idea what makes this relevant to the show. But let's go ahead and show all the cool stuff that somebody made for you that the fans don't really get to see a part of. I mean, it is pretty cool. This guy's very, very talented. Dead by Daylight custom console giveaway. Stay tuned. Oh, that's for our console.
Hello, Dead by Daylight. Happy anniversary from the world headquarters of Ghostface. This is RJ Torpert at Fun World, wishing you all the very best. And we're very proud and pleased to be a part of your family and hope to be for many more years to come. All the best. Congratulations.
Nice. Now give us skins then.
Let's talk a little
Give
bit
people
about
skins.
how we're going to celebrate 5 years of Dead by Daylight.
Nice.
And to help me do this, with me I have Not Queen, our
Not
lead community
Queen.
manager, and returning after public outcry for his leaving, Justin, product manager.
I'll never understand why.
Well, just
You want me
take
back?
it in.
All right.
Enjoy. Now, before we start, I believe you have a note you want to make.
Yes, I have a note I want to make. So everything that we're going to discuss today, from in-game events to community activities or pride activities, everything is going to be ending up on a calendar on our social media. So if you're not
Nice.
following Dead by Daylight on social media, now's the time to do it.
Of course, you're gonna do
you don't
that.
want to
'Cause you're
miss
the community
any of the
manager, so
details
you're
of
gonna
what's
advertise your
happen.
social medias.
There's
We
going to
know.
be much
We
more
get it.
than what we just talked about today, so follow us. Now, how are we going to start this?
Okay, so before we hop onto like all the activities around anniversary, I want to say with Resident Evil coming
Resident
into
Evil,
Dead by
let's
Daylight,
go.
This is a big thing for us, and
Yep.
we're preparing the arrival of a lot of new players. So what we want to ask
our veterans, our expert players, is to join us into
welcoming the
all
new
these
players. Nah,
We
be
know
toxic.
that Dead by Daylight's big. It can be a little
Oh my
overwhelming
God.
when you start, so...
Yeah, exactly. So what we're going to do is
Extensive,
we're going to
yeah.
throw a lot of tips and tricks on our social media. We're inviting our veterans to join in and add to it. And we're inviting all of the new players to like follow us and check out and maybe learn a
Well, you're
thing or two
52K,
about
so
Dead by
I don't know.
Daylight.
I don't know how
Awesome.
big they expect
Perfect.
it's going to be, but
Now,
I guess there's going to be a lot
let's
of
get
fans.
into the actual
a lot of Resident Evil fans.
Yes. So
This might be
one
their
thing
biggest
that we
chapter to
started
date.
doing this year is hiring community artists to do art for us. So we had a Discord and Twitch emotes,
All right.
and we
I'm
had
starting to get
also
bored.
key art for campaigns, for example, back in during the holidays. So
All right. Well, I think for the most part they're going over a lot of like stuff that's kind of like uninteresting. We don't really need to hear about anymore. Yeah. A lot of stuff that we don't really care about. Because it was going to go over a lot of like filler information and stuff, and it did take forever. And this live stream is probably going to go on for another like 30 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of cool things to discuss. I would say that the Resident Evil chapter is definitely the highlight of the whole stream. Leon, Nemesis, and Jill. I actually personally speculated that Nemesis was probably going to be it, because when you consider like Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7, there's not much of a power to really put there for him, I don't think. And I think that with Mr. X, they're kind of just brutes in both of those kinds of games. And I felt like they could have possibly done like Resident Evil 8 stuff, but at the same time, Resident Evil 8 just came out, and that would have taken a lot of like preparation and communication to make sure that one of the mistresses or villains from Resident Evil 8 came into this game successfully. And I haven't completely watched the playthrough of Resident Evil 8 yet, but I don't know if I've necessarily seen any of those villains with an ability that could be turned into a functional game mechanic. So I figure with Nemesis and his tentacles and stuff like that, it made a lot of sense for them to choose that. Leon is a fan favorite of the Resident Evil franchise, of course, a classic. And Jill Valentine also is as well. And with the release of Resident Evil 3 Remake, it made sense that they were going to make Resident Evil 3 Remake a part of that, I guess, with Jill Valentine's new updated, brand new look. It's a lot more PG than it used to be. She used to have like a skirt you could like look up or something like that, I think. And now she's wearing jeans, so made a lot of sense. I'm mostly excited for the Resident Evil chapter. I'm mostly excited, not even just because of Nemesis and like, cool characters like with Leon and Jill, but I'm really excited about how they're going to incorporate zombie AI. That's going to be very, very interesting. I think the zombie AI is going to be a part of like what injures you and what helps Nemesis. And now that I think about it, the abilities seem to function like you can either hit survivors right with your punch as a Nemesis, or you could use your tentacle and like lash at them and infect them with a sickness or something like that. Or so they need to get vaccines, but I don't know exactly what the side effects of being sick is and stuff like that. Or if eventually after lashing you with that tentacle, if it could injure you. I feel like you probably could get injured after a while, but we'll have to see how that functions more as the PTP releases and stuff later. But yeah, with that being said, that is gonna be for me. And thanks to everybody who stopped by the show. I know I saw some numbers go a little bit up and down recently, so yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. My name is Mac, and I guess I'll talk to you guys all later.